everyone, it's Jo Pina. Thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something very exciting, at least for me, and that pertains to metrics and how we manage health and safety, the success of our health and safety program, according to two different types of metrics. Now, we're familiar with the expression, what gets measured gets managed, or something along those lines. But the question is, how do you measure the success of your health and safety program? There are two categories that we safety professionals use, or two types of metrics. The first one is, and this is the most traditional one, we call it lagging indicators. All right, so lagging indicators in the traditional sense, when I say lagging, what do I mean? What do you measure in your health and safety program? What's a lagging indicator? A lagging indicator would be the number of incidents, right? And when I say incidents, I'm referring specifically to injuries and illnesses. Now, I promise you, one day I'm going to hang these frames. All right, so going back to lagging indicators. Perfect example of a lagging indicator, the number of incidents, for instance, the number of injuries or illnesses you've had. Another measure is the days away from work. So if you have a lost time incident, let's say one of your employees gets sick or suffers a work-related injury, and he or she goes off work, those number of days they're off work, we call that days away from work. That is another lagging indicator that we can measure. One of the challenges with lagging indicators is the fact that they reflect the aftermath, right? So for whatever reason, you had an injury, you had an illness, and this is the result of that particular unsafe situation, right? Now, as we transition more to a more comprehensive health and safety culture, it is important that we also measure, sophisticated eraser here, bear with me. It's important that we also measure, you know, I'm sure you do, let's use blue, leading indicators. Alrighty, so what are leading indicators? So for instance, let's say you have safety inspections or audits. That is a measurement of a leading indicator. And leading indicator is something that you do to prevent lagging indicators. It's a proactive approach to metrics versus lagging indicators, which is more a reactive result of your health and safety program, right? The number of injuries that your employees sustained. There should be a stronger emphasis on leading indicators simply because leading indicators help reduce the likelihood of lagging indicators. So leading indicators reduce the likelihood of injuries and illnesses. Let's talk a little bit more about other types of lagging indicators. I said lagging, leading. They both start with L, so it's a little tricky. Other examples of leading indicators. So we have number of inspections. What else would you measure? I would say number of health and safety suggestions, right? It's a great way, suggestions. It's a great way to measure a leading indicator. What else? What do you measure to contribute to a proactive health and safety culture? I would say safety meetings, right? Safety meetings. Perhaps attendance or corrective actions. So for instance, the number of corrective actions that were closed for that particular time frame, whether it's a week or a month, whatever you choose to measure. The point is, leading indicators help reduce injuries, and there should be a stronger emphasis on leading indicators. One last one, and this one's actually very effective. If you believe in behavioral-based safety, we can incorporate BBS into your leading indicator metrics. So the behavioral-based observations that your team does for that particular time period. BBS is really effective in addressing unsafe conditions, unsafe behaviors, and really getting down to that hazard identification that you need. All right, so what do you think? Leading, lagging indicators, what do you measure most? What do you emphasize in your place of employment? How do you measure your health and safety program, and more importantly, the success of your health and safety program? I hope you found this useful and informative, short and sweet. And as always, start with safety. And if you would like to contribute, make sure you leave a comment. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.